Hi, this is Bonnie Hawkins from the Bonnie Hawkins channel. My husband and I will be married for 50 years, the golden year anniversary. 50 years coming up in July the 3rd of next year, 2020. So we're going to put in our little request early. The request is that if anyone out there know anyone who owns this vehicle like this one, or maybe have seen it in a car show or may see it in the future in a car show or something, will you please hook me up at Bonnie Hawkins here on this channel, the Bonnie Hawkins channel. You can place it in the comments, or you can go to Facebook Messenger and put it there for me to, I really appreciate it. Perhaps you've seen it in a car show or seen someone again that someone may own it. All right, and again, we just want to go over sort of like a memory, we're going to go down memory lane, so to speak. Since this was the vehicle he brought and he had before we got married, and when we met, this was the vehicle he came up to visit me in when we were dating and we first met. So I just want to go over some quickly little memories of that particular moment, as well as say for the first few weeks of that of the engagement time of when we got married. I mean, got engaged. What was happening? Okay, so my husband would come and pick me up every week. He would come and pick me up, and he'd ask me first of all what I like to eat and where I would like to go, and what are my interests. And I told him that for as far as what I like to eat, I would like for him to bring me a sandwich and bring me. He asked me what was my favorite snack. I said at the time I liked to have a orange soda, Hostess Twinkie, and which is a cupcake, and I like to have barbecue chips. And don't you know, every week he would save that sandwich that his mother would make him for his lunch that he would take to work. I think you call it Love Struck. That's what I call it. So he would bring me that sandwich from his lunch every week that he'd come down to see me, and he would always bring all the snacks that I asked for. And he would come down, and I just want to go over something. And he was driving that little 1959 Chevrolet Impala, and I remember that how he had a little radio in there. Back in that day, those radios were so we are recounting the early '60s, late '60s, I should say, when your only radio was an old, he had this little, what do you call that thing, a record player that would spin the 45s and I think the albums. So he would bring that, and that would be it, and he would have that as loud as it go. And you guys know, back in that day, loud was very low compared to today's stuff. And we would listen to that, or we would listen to the AM radio. He would take me to the one of our favorite places we liked at the time. We had the drive-through. How many of you guys remember that drive-through in Calvert County, that little drive-in theater? He would take me there whenever I wanted to go. Most of the weeks he would take me, and that was my favorite place to go. Then he would also take me to the racetracks, and he would take me to ball games, of course, and he takes me many other places. So I don't want to go into detail right here, but I'm looking for that vehicle. So if anybody knew of someone who has a vehicle like that or seen it in a car show, please hook me up here at Bonnie Hawkins channel or to the Bonnie Hawkins instant messages.